you drinking pickle juice? Oh, you don't know right flags in teachers? What the hell is American accent? America is full of immigrants. C1 is definitely not enough. Grammar formulas. Oh, hate that. At least read some books about teaching. So I'm like so impressed with your vocabulary teaching, and I guess that's what they needed. That's a little difference into that. Okay.
Guys, she is a homeschool consultant with over 5 years of experience. She teaches students all the way from pre-K to advanced, and her students score around 1300 plus on SAT. Nastia, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Kamal. Nice meeting you today. Love your background. Christmassy.
Thank you so much. I'm impressed with your background. We'll dive deeper into your prodigy family, I call it. Okay, can you tell the viewer, the listener, what an SAT is and what homeschooling is?
Right. So homeschooling is just the program where kids could study at home or study with a different curriculum, because not everybody likes the curriculum that Florida, especially because I'm based in Florida. That's why I'm speaking about Florida mostly. The Florida or other states are giving. A lot of high schoolers are not impressed with the time losing that they do in school, because they have, lunches for an hour and everything. So they lose a lot of time at school, actually. And there are some days in school that you don't want to be there, when you just sit watching like movies or something. So a lot of parents are choosing homeschooling right now, and we're happy to help with that.
That's wonderful. Do you know how much I regret wasting my, I would say 10 years of my life at school? They did not teach me psychology. They did not teach me business. They did not teach me any of that. Mm-hmm. And now I'm doing these things while it just takes a lot of time. Yeah, it's you understand.
Right. They don't teach financial education. They don't teach how to pay taxes, which was my biggest problem.
Okay. You haven't started.
So that's what we put in our curriculum, though. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. What about SAT? I assume our listeners are not aware. They're from everywhere.
Right. SAT is like if you're from Russia, it's like YEGA. It's a centralized exam which students are taking for getting into the universities or anything. A lot of universities in Europe and America, they're all based on this exam. So if you don't pass the exam, you don't get to university. That's it. Blump. So that's what we do. We prepare students to the exam, and basically what we don't really like about this exam, it's very weirdly structured, so it is easy to pass it even without knowledge of English, which a lot of students do not know, and we're kind of giving tips and tricks. So that's what helps them the most on this exam.
That's crazy, and that goes to show how school system is rigged. More further.
Telling you.
So basically SAT so basically SAT is just a high school final exam that students have, right?
Yeah, not all students have it. They do require to take it if they go to school. Mostly they take it for getting into universities and everything. But some universities actually in Florida or other easy states, as I'm saying, chill states that don't care. They don't require this SAT, but most of the colleges with rank system, they do require SAT to get in.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So, and walk me through pre-K experience.
Oh, pre-K, lovely. I love those little kiddies. They're just my favorite students. They're telling me all their family secrets, you know where my mom keeps her money? And I was like, oh no. Oh no, I don't really want to know. I don't think you're supposed to tell me that.
I mean, when
they're very cute. Right, they love me. I love them. They're it's just adorable experience to have with them. And we mostly teach just reading with them, phonics and all this new based reading stuff. So that's cute experience as well.
For the listener that don't know what a pre-K is, so can you elaborate for just a regular English speaker what a pre-K is?
Of course, pre-K is just a kindergarten. pre-kindergarten, just little kiddies with that are like 5-6-year-old, which do not really have knowledge of reading and everything. And mostly in my school, it's like bilingual students, which have a little bit of experience of reading in Russian, but they don't know how to read in English, because English is a little bit different from like their native language. So we teach them that, and we give time for bilingual students. We give them strategies for bilingual students because they're a little bit short on that. As here in schools, they do require them to read in kindergarten already. They give them like this big text, and as a homework, I was like, oh my gosh, even I can't read that. How do you give a little kid to read this hard topic? So we are preparing them for this hard school experience that they will have.
It's interesting you mentioned it, because it's a one-size-fits-all approach that they have to students, and that's beautiful. I mean, homeschooling is amazing. So let's go to the first question, Nastia. Tell me, please, take me back to the story, that your journey of becoming an English teacher. What inspired you? How did you did you wake up one day and be like, I'm gonna be a teacher today? Or how did it happen?
I think you have to be born with that. That's what a lot of people answer, right?
However,
I've been trying to find a part-time job that will fit me, that will fit something that I like. And I tried to apply into some schools, which had native speakers and everything. And what I noticed, they just give a big amount of students that you can't fit in your schedule, that you're all running around, and they give you the lesson plans, which do not connect with each other, that do not link with each other. I was like, how do I supposed to teach English if, like, first day you give the vocabulary and then you don't review that vocabulary? I was like, how do you do that? You need some kind of methodology or something to teach. Like, how do you teach that? And those were big companies, big corporations, and I was like, oh my gosh, is it all about business? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it myself. I'm gonna teach you how I want to teach you. So that's how it inspired me to go through that, and actually it became more than part-time job for now right now. So.
Beautiful. So you became your own hero.
You can say that.
Okay. Now, I mean, is it because you're neurodivergent that you noticed this those fallacious methodologies that teachers or the system has?
Right. So what I noticed, that a lot of corporations, that I'm not going to point, or maybe you can like peep it afterwards. They don't care about methodology. They just hire some native speakers for no reason, that have no idea how to teach. And I'm like, okay, just read some methodologies, read books, and work with methodologies. It's not that expensive even. I worked with methodologies on my first years of teaching. I was like, okay, I think that's how it's supposed to be. I was talking with them. I was like, okay, that's how it connect. That's how you make the network in your brain to work with like different language. I was like, how do you do that without methodology? So yeah.
Do you think
that's what I want to do? I want to do methodology. I want to teach people for that.
Sorry.
Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
Do you think it's because of your neurodivergency? Like, do you think it's because of your intuitive perception of the world that, like, I don't know if you've heard this term, but like indigo children that are like, they have a different brain wiring. Do you think you belong to this group? And do you think that, because, did you get my question right?
Yeah, I got it. That I'm like new diversity of people that think differently. I won't say that. I won't say that, because I still like to read those old methodologies, even though they are not always right, even though you can't use all of their facts because they are no longer belong here in current world. But I know I like Masliko. I like Scott Thurbury. I like those methodologies that were kind of old already, and I like to work with them, because a lot of teachers from New World, they will use those Miro lessons and everything. That's what I don't do. I like old school. I like something that I've been taught with, but I just try to modern already. So my students won't be that bored as I were.
Get it. You sprinkle your own magic into it. Okay, beautiful. So, okay, walk me through the first and most common question that students across the globe ask. So they say, what is the best way to memorize new vocabulary, Nastia? And I'm sure you get asked this question as often as
a lot.
Strangers, yes. Yeah. So tell me.
First of all, stop translating. That's the answer for all questions about how to learn English. Stop translating. Stop translating and stop memorizing it by heart. Stop doing that. Don't do that, because this does not require much effort, right? That's what we were taught in schools. Just memorize that. Memorize it. Memorize this word with the translation. I was like, how do you? Okay, because that's not how I speak my native language, right? I don't memorize translations. Because that doesn't build the whole network. We need a chain.
Yeah.
And in order to build this chain, you can't just memorize words and put it in a sentence. That would take you a long time.
Okay.
Right. So first thing I take out from my students, I was like, no, you can't do translations. No more. And they're like, how do you translate? I was like, no, I don't know. I had no idea. What about you? So yeah, I think they still cheat and use like AIs to translate in my class, but I do not translate anything. Yep. No translation. So stop translating if you want to learn some vocabulary. Secondary, when you stop translating, you'll ask me, okay, so how do I memorize?
Good question.
I use synonyms personally because I can't memorize those definitions from Google. They're just too long. 3 sentences, I can't do that. My memory is too short. So I use synonyms. That make me go into context more. It makes me feel the emotion of the word that I wanted to use in the context. So use synonyms to memorize. Secondly, we have a lot of apps right now, like vocabulary.com that I use for my students, or I think it's called use phrase use. Wait, I'm gonna see. I think I have it somewhere.
She's dropping gems right now.
Play phrase.
Take notes. Keep going.
Right. Play phrase me. A lot of teachers use it, by the way. Quizlet. Use your flashcards. Use your vocabulary in context, which vocabulary.com provides. Like, use those apps, but do not use the translation, and that will help you a lot, and you will see the difference, because you will like actually feel this networks build, and it will help you to socialize more, I guess.
That's a very interesting method. So it's like babies learn. They don't translate. They just What mistakes do you see people make when learning English? So you're an experienced teacher. What do you think?
I'll return back to my first question. Don't stop translating. Guys, stop translating. No, you can't learn English. You can't learn any language with translations. So yeah, stop translating first of all, and stop clumping those words. Stop like memorizing it by heart. It won't help. I would say just make it work like you make work your own language. For example, read the signs in English. I know, text your English teacher in English words. Text your English teacher in English. I think he's supposed to understand that, first of all. Yeah. I know, find a friend that you could talk with in English. Watch movies in English. Just try to immerse yourself to this world of English. Don't try to clump something or like memorize it by heart. That would not help, definitely.
Give me some tips and tricks that could be applied worldwide for anyone who's going to live in Canada, who's going to come to the States, or who's already watching us in the States. How can they actively and effectively do it? Please.
Right. So this is one of my problems, actually. So I know it firsthand, because I feel myself not belonging to this culture. Like, I don't have a lot of American friends. I don't have a lot of communications. I don't work in a company along with Americans. I do not belong to this culture. I feel like maybe it's some kind of psychological thing, but I don't belong here. But it doesn't mean I can't immerse myself to the English culture, not the American culture. I don't want to forget my own country culture. But I watch movies. I speak with a server in the restaurant, with a waitress. I just try to speak mostly. I talk with my neighbors. They're very old. They're like 60 something years old. They're all like grandmas, and I go to them like, "Hey, how are you?" And we bring each other pies and everything. So that's how I immerse myself. It's not something that you need to immerse in your heart or mind, but you will have to immerse yourself in the English world, context-wise, right? To watch movies, to go to the cinema. Don't try to just skip that, because you can't live in this country without knowing the language. I mean, you can, but I don't think it will last long.
I mean, people like to rot in this comfort zone, and I tell people all the time, just, man, like, you're gonna die one day. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, what are you doing? Like, wasting your life? And
literally,
So, speaking of wasting life, let's go to wishes and dreams. What do you wish other teachers would stop doing, or do you think are doing wrong?
Not following the methodics. Whatever methodics you're using, you can use a couple of them, you can mix them, but use the methodology of some kind. If you don't know any of those, I don't know, work with the person who knows, or read some books, read modern books if you want to, but it has to be methodology of some kind in your classes, because if you don't have one, that's not gonna work. Your students won't have progress. And secondary, try to force your students to immerse themselves into English world. Text them in English, talk with them in English, even if they do not understand, even if they are like low level A2, A1, doesn't matter. Make them talk with you in English. Yes, they will first time translate it with AI, Google something, but they will talk with you. They will read it first time, but they will talk with you, and they will be already immersed in it. So try to immerse your students into this English world forcibly, even they don't want to. Nobody cares what they want.
Beautifully said. You know, what I do is mostly I force them to switch or change their phone language to English. And that's all. You guys can do it in Chinese if you like. There's nothing new that you will face in your iPhone.
Right. Instagram is Instagram.
Yeah. But that's a beautiful point. In texting your students in English and breaking their heads, that's beautiful. I mean, no, I actually love it. That's good.
Thanks.
Okay. Number 4. How do you integrate AI with your teaching?
I'm an old schooler. You would not hear something new from me. Yeah, I am an old schooler. I have no idea on those computers or anything. I'm bad with technology. But one thing I do, I use ChatGPT, and I actually made some folders with the names of my students. So the chat knows what we do every class, and he kind of tells me some vocabulary that relies to the last class, or I am making dialogues for our classes through ChatGPT with the vocabulary we learned in the last class, right, on the previous class. We use it all for like making a text, you know, that's kind of all I use. And one more thing that I use AI with, probably like little quizzes checking, because I don't check quizzes. This is just wasting my time. So I make my AIs to check their quizzes and everything. I mean, I use apps that use AI. I don't know if that counts. I know all this no reading. What else do I use? iExcel, Khan Academy for my SAT students, right? I use those apps that uses ChatGPT. I mean, or not ChatGPT. See, I'm bad with technology.
It's good. Yeah, they have. I would tell you, they use ChatGPT's brain in their functioning. I think. Yeah.
Right, thank you. So So that uses AIs. That's basically all I do because I'm really bad with technology. I think that's all I can right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I spoke to other teachers as well. They also tell me the same thing. They're not heavy on AI, but they use it to save time with quizzes, preparation. But they also say like you have to like proofread what you do with AI.
Absolutely.
Yeah. As a
especially pictures.
What do you mean?
I know some teachers who create pictures for their classes with AI and they turn out no good, and they turn out pretty funny. So you have to pre-check those.
I wonder what types of pictures would you have to create? Isn't everything is available on Google?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know how to create a picture.
That's a really interesting thing. But no, I mean, I totally get it. Like, yeah, I mean, you have to be a professional prompter. Like, you have to learn prompting and train yourself in the job. Yeah. Speaking of, that reminds me, your accent. How come? Believe me when I say this. As a Slavic person, I mean, you are a Slavic person, right? It is very rare that I hear people like you. I mean, of course, you are a teacher, but your accent is very like American, and there is no. There is nothing tangible that I could, correct. How did you, like, I understand your little sister, she speaks flawless American. Maybe she was born here. I don't know.
No, she wasn't born here, but yeah, she does speak flawless American.
Yeah, so the question is it because of your family's history of being a prodigy? Or is it because of your talent, because you are more on the, auditory spectrum, like you're more lean into like you're gifted, you can sing and you feel the sounds? What do you think it is?
And I'm definitely not gifted.
Yeah,
I am more retired than gifted.
Okay.
Right. So no, I'm not gifted. A lot of my students actually say that I have a little bit of British accent, more than American one. I think British is just because of my background learning.
Yeah.
Right. I think I just love British accent. I wish I could actually practice it. I think this is something that will be one of my goals in the new year, hopefully. Secondly, I don't even know what American accent is. This is my biggest question. A lot of teachers do put it in their resume, like, I have American accent. I was like, what the hell is American accent? America is full of immigrants. We're all having different accents here. But yeah, I do not have Russian accent. That's, I think, what you basically meant. I can do a Russian accent if you want, so on purpose, but I think it's funny, actually. I love Russian accents. I don't blame people for accents. This is something I care less for in my career.
They ask you to, that they want to work with their accent because they want to be an actress in Hollywood. Yeah.
Right. This is a different story. I think they're like some specialized tutors for that, right?
Which is tutors. Here I specialize in English pronunciation.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry, I didn't know this. I know you do. You're like flawless, beautiful, adorable with your vocabulary. I love your students. They learn vocabulary really fast. I'm like, wow, that's impressive, actually. So I know you specialize with vocabulary. Never heard of accent, but okay, that's great. Nice to know that. But I don't do accents. I have no idea. I don't care about accents.
In terms of accents, so when you said what is an American accent, so it is those little tweaks. So I've been heavily focused on Russian-speaking people. So what I notice is a pattern. So, for example, they say not country. So the T with the R is pronounced as ch. Country. But they say country. They say t. Yeah.
It's like a little flows.
Yeah. Another thing is, I mean, the same thing with tree, trust. They say tree, trust, I trust you.
Right.
This is it. The second thing that I noticed is they don't pronounce th as the. So there's this tongue that is underneath your, front teeth. The. Oh. Yeah. And so they say ze weather, and W is pronounced as a V, the weather. So I say the weather, the weather. And the R is very heavy. It's like you sound like a dog that is about to bark.
The dog that is about to bark.
I mean,
Okay.
literally, I mean, yeah. So those are the tweaks that I work with my students, and it takes 3 weeks to form this new habit until they get this nudging voice, the inner critic, and then they just keep rolling.
Right. That's so cool. No, I never actually like learned accent. I think that's how I speak.
Why I ask you, why I mentioned your, like, why did I mention if it's a gift or if it's like your, like, I don't know, especially like, I believe your family has to be, someone in your family has to carry the prodigy genes, because
Right.
I spoke to your father, and I think you know this, right? I spoke to your father. Your father told me about his father, and man, like, if you think about it, okay, your grandfather, he was a genius.
Okay.
In the lab, I don't know. Forgive me, I may not be able to describe like fully or cover fully what he did, but he's a scientist. He, like Albert Einstein, produced engineering rockets. Working like your dad has written 12 books, has patents, and who do you think is among his kids going to carry his gene? Maybe all of you guys, but I'm just wondering, this is a question I had to myself, like, okay, if he's a prodigy, what are his kids gonna be? Like, who's gonna carry?
I think he has a lot of those different genes of different things. One is kind of mathematical, engineering, something with physics. And math, which is not me, 100%. I can't even count 2 + 2 = 5. That's what I think. All right, so that's probably like one of my sisters. But I don't know. I think I'm more communicating person, which he's good at as well. So I think that's what I'm carrying from him.
That's good. No, I mean, that's beautiful. I think women are mostly, I mean, you could be also qualified for HR, I guess. Hiring HR.
For HR, yeah. Okay, yeah, for like taking people to work. Yeah. I would be beautiful in that. But I am so strict. I can't work.
You are so strict.
I'm so strict with people.
What do you mean you're so strict with people?
I have big expectations to everybody, even to my students.
Okay.
Yeah, I make them work.
Does that mean you have OCD on steroids?
Not me though. Not yet. I think that's that can be in the future, but not yet.
Getting there. Okay.
Getting there. Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. I mean, if you're like that towards your students, that means you're like that towards yourself as well, which is impressive. I mean, like I said, yeah.
Right.
The reason I mention or bring this up is because I have another student who is a professional champion in boxing, right? He's from Kazakhstan. And he also told me his father was a champion and his grandfather was also into sports heavily. And I was thinking, like, genetics play a big role in shaping who we are, actually. Now, I'm an entrepreneur myself. I do a lot of things, and I swear to God, we and your dad found similarities in being productive and, doing too much. And if I think about my dad, my grandfather, they were also entrepreneurs. And so I was thinking to myself, nobody from my family is like me yet, maybe yet, but someone's got to carry the genes. So that's why, I like to analyze those things. So we have a lot of native speakers stuck in their 9-to-5 and they hate it, right? But because I have a friend who's from New York, he's traveling the world. He feels like a king, Nastia. You know how is he being treated by people all across the globe? They love him. They give him free rides, free gifts, and he teaches their kids English. It's a celebrity type shit, So how can an American start teaching English? What is your take on it?
That's a great question, because I know a lot of my Americans who think they can start teaching English from like tomorrow, even though they've been, I don't know, engineers in the past or psychologists and like whatever career, but that doesn't really go with teaching. Are you drinking pickle juice?
No, I use this glass jar, if you will. or regular drinks?
Okay. I was like,
Green
is
tea.
it pickle juice?
Not green tea.
Okay. That does look like pickle juice. Okay, I'm sorry.
That is green tea.
Right. Going back to Americans. Okay, so I know a lot of Americans who've been like different careers in the past, and they think they can start teaching English right away without any like degrees. And I agree about degrees. I don't care about degrees, to be honest. This is not something like that I look forward in teachers, because not all of the teachers with degrees are good. Let's be honest. It's like doctors, same thing. But I know a lot of corporates or LLC, whatever companies, I know a lot of companies who hire Americans without any experience in teaching. Oh my gosh, no. I looked for some of those lessons on YouTube, and from my own experience working for a company of tutors, they are just awful. There's big pauses in their classes. They do not use methodics, first of all, because they don't know them. So first of all, if you are not native American, native speaker, that's a little difference into that. Okay. All right. If you're a native speaker and you want to start teaching, at least read some books about teaching. At least read some, I don't know, methodology first. Work with a professional tutor who does use methodology. Read about them. At least read about it in the internet. It's fine. There are some books that are open internet books from like, I don't know, same thing from different methodologies, like Scott Thurbury. It's my favorite one. That's why I mentioned him a lot. Masliko, whoever you want. Because this is what brings you to the actual success with your students. If you're just gonna talk with them in English, that's not gonna happen. Yes, it will immerse them in a language very, very thoughtfully, which I love because students kind of don't have a choice to speak with you in a different language, which I love. This is a big advantage of native speakers, because students don't even want to tell you anything in their native language because they will know, so that you will not understand them. So that's a big advantage. However, you have to know some of the methodology of grammatics. A lot of native speakers do not know grammatics in their language at all. I get a lot of emails from my American friends. Punctuation is awful, let's say that. So try to learn some grammar first of all yourself if you don't know it, or you like missed it in school or something, and then you can go ahead, and I'm fully supportive.
Okay, so English teachers are qualified or very good for speaking clubs, but what do you think when you learn or speak another language? Do you think a language can give you a second identity? Do you think a language can influence your background and make you... I mean, you wouldn't behave as a barbaric... I mean, I'm just saying, like, for example, I lived in many countries, and I know for sure if someone speaks Arabic, they would never behave like an American unless they speak the language. Right. If they speak the language, they will try to sound congruent, their body with their... So do you think you create an identity, or what do you think is the secret?
No, I have no idea how that works. I'm not a psychologist or anything, but I definitely have second identity when I speak English. It's more smooth that I am with my second identity when I speak Russian or Ukrainian. It's definitely more smooth. It's definitely more, adorable. I look like a little cutie pie when I speak English. Nobody can refuse me service. Okay. When I speak English. So I definitely have the second identity. But I don't know. What about my students? I never thought of it. I think when you learn English, English teachers, like, they teach not only the language, but also the traditions, the culture, how can English learners master their English? We have a lot of people that are C1 level, B2. How can they improve that?
C1 is not enough. C1 is nothing.
Oh no, it's not enough. Definitely not enough. Definitely not enough. Especially if you want to work with somebody that we work with, for example, with somebody who wants to get into American college, and we need to help him to write his personal statement. I don't do personal statements, and you can hear my language is pretty flawless. I am pretty good with my vocabulary and everything, but I do have a girl who works for me who does those essays, and she is like, no, I can't say she's more flawless in English than me, but she knows all this crazy vocabulary that I never heard of. Even when you translate it to Russian, oh my gosh, it's like, I have no idea what this word means in any language, help me. So yeah, C1 is definitely not enough, but how you can improve that, I think it's more about what skill you lose first. For example, for English speakers who have like B2, C1 level, but they live in a country that English is not the language for. So for example, if you don't have like environment with English speakers, you will lose some kind of skill first. What will this skill will be? Of course, speaking, right? Flawless speaking, that's something that you will lose first. Fluency, something that will go away first. So I know a lot of my colleagues who do those speaking clubs, but teacher speaking clubs. So we talk about students, we talk about, I don't know, just current news in the world, which are awful. Right? So we just talk. If you lose the fluency first, talk. Talk with whoever. I know there are like some kind of online chats. I don't know if they are safe, to be honest, but talk with online chats with whoever in the world. Talk. If you lose the fluency first, talk. If you lose grammar skills, for example, me, oh no, crazy, don't tell me. I am living in USA, I'm living in Florida. I don't really lose this fluency because I have an environment to talk. However, I am losing my grammar. Crazily losing my grammar. Nobody uses grammar to speak here. Neither to write nor to speak. That's it. There's something that I lost first, and I think I lost it pretty deeply. But I am trying to recover.
He's right.
I'm trying to recover.
That's what I heard. You see some videos on the reels, and many people use is instead of are. You is right.
Don't tell me that.
You heard about it.
I don't want to hear that at all.
Okay. No, it's very contagious. Once you say it many times, you just stick to it.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. You're sticking into it, and I know that people use who, and then they say they, like who with they, with the pronouns they, and I was like, and I know it's actually been proven with some kind of universities, those Oxford, Cambridge, but I was like, that doesn't sound right. But sometimes when I'm texting somebody, I still started using that myself. I didn't want to. Yeah, I sticked into that, and I was like, okay, Nastia, no, you have to go back.
Number 8. What do most English students completely misunderstand about learning English?
Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
What do most English students completely misunderstand about learning English?
I have to think about that question. But if we're talking about current newest students that come and try to look for the teacher, a lot of students look for either Native Americans, and they do not consider facts that they don't have an experience with methodology and everything. They don't consider some facts about teachers, like some red flags in teachers. They don't see it. Some
red
students
flags in
see
teachers?
those.
Sorry, let me stop.
Right.
What do you mean red flags in teachers?
Oh, you don't know red flags in teachers? Oh no, I'm going to tell you.
Tell me.
Of course, red flag in teachers. First, if it says that in his resume, in her resume, in the teacher's resume, if it says that he has his own methodology, you have to ask him what that is. Because if it's something that he created randomly, that does not rely on any standards or any rules, like simple rules, this is bullshit. I can't. I'm sorry. This is bullshit, first of all.
Okay.
Secondly, that's crazy. Something that makes me run around is those Miro teachers. Oh no, shut me in the head. Miro teachers can't do that. I just can't stand them. I was like,
Some of the viewers may ask you, what is a Miro teacher?
Or Myra. I have no idea of how they actually pronounce this Miro. This is a platform, actually great platform. No offense to the platform. Lovely. However, I know a lot of teachers and in those social medias who, I don't know, spend hours, 10 hours, 15 hours creating one single lesson in the Miro, in this beautiful platform. They make it cute, Pinteresty, I don't know, beautiful, but I don't know, that's just
don't you think they are shills, like secret agents under the guise of a teacher?
Might be, but no offense to the platform, no offense even to the teachers who use this platform. For example, some teachers just buy those projects and they can be great, but I just don't think an actual teacher should spend 10 to 15 hours creating one lesson. First of all, they don't have a lot of time to study themselves, because teachers have to study most of the time themselves as well, because we have to improve our skills or like support our skills with something. So like, second of all, how much students does it have for this lesson? For example, if you created a lesson, you expect it to be fittable for every student? No, none of my lessons actually fit most of the students. I make a lesson plan for each of the student, because some students need different things. Different students need different things. How do you create one lesson plan for every student? That's impossible. So they drive me crazy. Don't want to talk about them.
Interesting. That's
right.
I think a lot of our viewers have other ideas.
Right, and sometimes something that I don't like to see in the resumes, but I think it's something that I personally don't like. So don't listen to me in this one. You don't have to write it down. It's not a note. But I don't like when teachers are like putting 30 years of experience. Okay. Hopefully you like your profession. Because I don't know. I can't imagine myself working on something 30 years in one field for 30 years. Maybe he likes it. Maybe they like adore this profession or something. Lovely. If they do, great. But not every single one will. So
what you mentioned, Nastia, is a problem that people have. A lot of entrepreneurs, I think you teach a lot of entrepreneurs as well. What they tell me, like I would say crazy successful entrepreneurs, they always tell me they hire younger people over older people for this exact same reason. They say older people stick to their experience like a blanket in the night.
Right.
And they just don't adapt. Exactly what you mentioned, I guess.
Yeah, they think they know better for some reason.
Yeah. And they are very narrow-minded, and they don't want to change.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to change. So I would be considering this thing when I would choose a teacher for myself.
All right, we have 10 minutes and we have 5 questions. Let's try to see.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I'm actually going to meet your father. By the way, are you impressed that I'm working with your dad, your mom, your husband?
Lovely. I am actually so impressed with that, because they actually worked with my native speaker, which I had in my school, but then I had to fire her. I'm sorry. Wow. I had to. She didn't want to use this methodology. She didn't want to do anything that I wanted her to do. So I had to fire her, and they were like, "Oh, where do we go?" I was like, "Come on, I guess."
Tell me, what did you like about me, or what did you like? What did you find in me that made you say yes?
Oh no, I love you. I just love you. I love that you speak English. You don't translate. That's first thing I'm like getting applause you for. No, that's it. Don't translate. And I was like, yes, thank you. And then you do amazing, great job with vocabulary teaching, which even I don't do. So I'm like so impressed with your vocabulary teaching, and I guess that's what they needed. That's what they needed. And everybody in my family loves you, so I think that's a good.
That's well nice. No, I mean, you guys are incredible. I mean, I'm actually very impressed by your family's like diversity.
Lovely.
I mean, to say college, your dad is a prodigy. Your husband is a very like analytical. He's got this analytical mind, and I'm not sure that very well yet, but he's like, he does jobs that I say are needed in the US. Not so many people actually, like people just, I may not know your husband very much to actually like talk about him, but yeah, to explain, but yeah. So let's try to go to the ninth question. Do you like reading?
Yeah, I love reading.
Is it because, I mean, okay, maybe because you're visual, maybe you have a visual memory, right? Or maybe...
Yeah, I do. I actually do. I love reading. Like,
okay.
Nobody likes to read nowadays. Like, come on, let's get back to it.
I know, right? But I try to mix. I have Audible, which is I listen to books when I'm doing anything. And I also read, of course. So I like doing both.
Yeah.
Do you read? Do you listen?
I'm trying to.
Okay.
I listen to podcasts. Love that. One of my favorites. Interviews, podcasts. Something that I listen to.
That's one way to learn as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Question number 10. What do bad teachers focus on that waste students' time?
Waste students' time. Grammar. I would not say grammar formulas. Grammar formulas. Oh, hate that. Yeah. Maybe because I'm not a math person, and that's what my students are. Because there's a teacher for every student, and that's how we get the students. It's not like I am better or you are better. It's about students who come to us, right? So I'm not a math person. So all those formulas, I don't even understand them. All those V3. I was like, what the hell is V3? Like, I know what that is, obviously, but I was like, oh no, that's not something I use to build sentences in my head. So I'm more like reviewing and like experienced person. So I'm mostly trying to get my students this skill through experience of speaking, rather than like giving them this like I give them formulas, but not like I'm not focusing on that much as a lot of teachers do. So probably formulas for grammar. Grammatical formulas. Speaking
of formulas, this is the most important question, I think, in the whole interview. What makes your method different from everyone else?
I don't have my methodology. Okay, I don't have my own methodology. I work with different methodics in order to teach. I use CLIL. CLIL is my favorite. CLIL is my favorite. That's it. That's all I use, because I think, even though you have a goal to speak for your business and your business is like in construction only, I still use CLIL. CLIL is the methodics where you use different topics to talk about one word or like one lexical construction or something. I think that's what actually makes my students like me, because they actually understand the word. I actually like try to build the network in their head.
Yeah.
Right. I try to build the network and not just teaching them words one-to-one. That's what I hate.
That's very interesting. Yeah, that's a good approach. And I think a lot of students or people or English learners are going to love and, take notes and not fall into the traps of just finding an English teacher, just, settling up to whatever. And lastly, Nastia, I know you and I know your little sister. So the youngest one that lives with your parents. I'm not sure where you guys live, but you have one more person, right, in your family?
Yeah, I have my middle sister as well.
Like, what is she like? Is she in school now? Is she in college? Is she working?
Yeah, she's in school. She's in high school. Yeah.
What is
She's in high school. What do you want to know?
What is her genius? I mean, what is her genius? So, like, if you're linguistics, not sure about the youngest one yet, but what do you think is?
She's math. She's math. My middle one is math. She's math. She's engineering, math. Yeah, all this. physics stuff.
Okay. Okay. So she will be the next Einstein.
Yeah, she will, absolutely. Not me, but she. She will, absolutely. Not me, but her.
Beautiful, Nastia. Beautiful. Nastia, this was a blast. I enjoyed talking to you. Your vibe is amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today. And before I leave you, do you have any questions or anything to say?
Yeah, learn English. Happy holidays.
I don't know if you follow me on YouTube. Do you see me? Do you actually follow my channel? Do you follow me? No?
No, I actually don't.
Please don't. It's okay. So, guys, guys, I learn English every day. Nastia does the same thing. So if you are not an English teacher yet, you have to learn. This is a lifesaver for me. This has been a lifesaver for me. Do you know? I mean, living in the US, Russian-speaking people rely heavily on me, and they are always there for me if I need anything. And by this term, I have friends all over the States, and that's just a powerful thing. Just speaking English. Imagine what you could accomplish if you actually specialize in something.
Right.
Yeah.
It is big opportunity.
Big opportunity, guys.
Take it now.
Thank you so much, Nastia. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.